On YouTube, welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in this video, I'm going to be going through Crete Carrier's website, and I'm going to be showing y'all the different lanes and different regional divisions that Crete has. And I'm going to do an example of the state of Texas where I'm from, but if you're interested in Crete, you can go to your state after this video, go online, go to your state after this video, and see what the different lanes and regional divisions they have. And what do I mean by lanes? Well, what dedicated routes do they have? Crete has a lot of dedicated routes, and they have different regional divisions. Now, they do have basic, like what I do. I'm dry van running all 48 states OTR. They have that, all 48, for their dry van division, which is Crete Carrier. Schaefer is their refrigerated division. And then they also have Hunt Transportation, which is their flatbed division. And I'm going to show you where you can go look up the all 48 section. And that's in every state of the country, guys. Like, it doesn't matter where you live. Crete will hire you out of any state in the country. Why? Because they go to every state in the country. They run all 48 states. And so, but what is going to differ as far as the different options here at Crete is where you live. Because, like, I live in Texas, but I'll get questions all the time like, hey, I live in California, or I live in Colorado, I live in Washington, I live out east, I live in Massachusetts or whatever. And what different lanes do they have? Do you know about this dedicated route? Do you know about this regional division? I can't answer that question because they have so many different regions and lanes that they run. It's ridiculous. And they have 3 different types of freight they haul. Like I said, dry van, reefer, flatbed. So I'm going to show you an example of Texas so that you can, somebody watching this video, go and look at your state. And if you're interested in this company, truly, if you're interested. If you're somebody that hates your job right now at the company you're with, this is a good video for you. If you're somebody that's always been interested in Crete, this is a good video for you. This is all you have to do. Now, I want to be clear, and I'm going to show you an example of this, but some of the states that you click on will not pop up that they have like all these different divisions, okay? I don't know why that is, why like Texas has a bunch of different regional divisions that pop up, dedicated divisions that pop up, but when I clicked California before making this video, for some reason, none of those regional divisions popped up. None of them did. So you would have to call, if you live in a state where you click on this map that I'm about to show you, if you live in a state where none of their regional stuff is popping up, that's where you need to call the recruiter and ask what the different options are out of wherever you live. So anyway, okay, so all you got to do is go to Crete's website if you're interested in them, and you go to Drive With Us. Okay, so this is their front page. You go to Drive With Us, and they have company driver, owner, operator. And I'm going to be clear about that. They have the owner operator section. You can click on this and look at all the different policies they have for their owner operators. They also have a calculator where you can run all your numbers. You can put in all your expenses and everything, and the amount of miles that you would expect to drive on average every week to see what your weekly income would be as an owner operator. Crete does not have they don't lease their trucks to drivers. They only hire leased on owner operators, somebody that owns their truck and leases on to Crete. Now, what's cool is if you're a company driver at Crete, and say you want to buy a used truck from Crete, so whenever they're ready to trade their used trucks in, they do offer selling them to their drivers. And they'll probably give you a little bit of a discount since you work for the company. So if you're interested in the owner-operator program, click that, call the recruiter. I'm not going to go into the owner-operator program because most people looking at Crete are going to be company drivers. So if you're interested in that, just click on this right here and look up all the different options when it comes to being a owner-operator. And so anyway, you go onto Crete's website. If you want to be a company driver, you're interested in that, you click on the company driver tab, and so you can go down. Now, they have this map. They haven't always had this map. I think it's pretty cool that they put this on their website. They didn't have it when I was looking at Crete's website, when I was looking at the company. And or you can do this. You can just click this, and all the different states will pop up. So I'm going to use the map. Okay. So I live in Texas, and if I live in Texas and I'm interested in Crete, I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm not going to go through the over the road thing because I mean I will for reefer, but drive in. This is what it is. Okay, like when you click on it, look, all these different divisions pop up. Here's all the dedicated fleets out of Texas: Arizona, Texas loop, California to Texas loop, New Holland dedicated flatbed, Colorado to Texas Loop, Dallas to Illinois, and yada yada yada. See all these different divisions, guys. That's going to vary. They Texas to Utah, Texas dedicated drive-in, Texas, Colorado, Nebraska Loop refrigerated. They have a bunch of different options. Like I said, and everybody asks me, hey, what's the starting pay at Crete for all these different divisions? It's all different. It's all different for OTR. Okay, drive-in division. Well, you can read right here. The top 50% of our Crete Carrier and Schaefer drivers average $101,000 per year. Starting pay ranges from 60 to 65 cents per mile, depending on the fleet and your experience. Okay, so say, and this is more than likely OTR, this 101,000, because the dedicated and regional divisions, they're not going to advertise 101,000. Okay, Hunt Transportation, they say that starting pay is from 63 to 66 cents per mile, and the top 50% average 93,000. I think that number is skewed. I think you can make more than that, especially drive-in and step deck, or not drive-in, but flatbed step deck. You know, if you're making 63 to 66 cents per mile, understand Crete has a mileage bonus. And so if you're in the drive-in, flatbed, or reefer division, they have a 4-cent mileage bonus every quarter that they pay out. Now, to qualify for the mileage bonus, you have to hit 30,000 miles within the quarter or more. 30,000 is the minimum you have to hit. That's for drive-in. I think reefer's a little bit lower than that, and I think flatbed's a little bit lower than that. And the reason is because there's more delays with reefer and with flatbed. But yeah, so that's your starting pay. So what you want to do is when you're looking at the 60 to 65 cents per mile, this is OTR, guys, for all of them. 60 to 65 cents per mile. When you're looking at that, add in the 4-cent per mile on top of that mileage bonus that you're going to be getting. That's your overall pay. Don't just look at your base pay. When you call that recruiter and they tell you what you're going to be starting at, make sure you add in the 4-cent mileage bonus to that to really understand what you're going to be making overall. Okay. Now, if you go down, before I get into these different divisions, you can do like learn more. Let's see here. Learn more. You can look up, pet policy, their different terminals. Okay. You can look up owner operator program. I already talked about that. Okay. You can look up free rider program, per diem pay, driver referral program, different insurance. You can look up all the different aspects besides just the pay and the lanes. But in this video, so I just wanted to take you through the website, guys, because I get asked questions all the time about Crete now. And I think it's easier just to show you, hey, this is where you go. And if you have any questions, the best thing to do is call the recruiter. That's the best thing to do. Here's a little button here. Call a driver recruiter, and they will answer all your questions. And you can literally be on the website and looking at the division you want to do. So if you look at out of Texas, obviously national OTR fleets, drive-in, flatbed, reefer. Okay. Now I do drive-in. That's between 60 and 65 cents per mile. I know that's the drive-in one. Here's the reefer, 62 to 65 cents. Okay. Plus your 4-cent mileage bonus. All right, and this is what they advertise. Top 50% average 93,000 a year. Look, I'm telling you, if you're making 62 cents per mile plus a 4-cent mileage bonus, you can beat this 93,000 that they have on here. Okay, same with the. It's kind of weird. Like they advertise up here, top 50% make 101, but then you click this tab, and it says 93. So I don't understand why they change that. But you can make 100,000 a year, man. You're going to be making, like, even if you're drive-in, you're probably going to be making, because you have to have a year of experience anyway to work here. You're probably going to be making like 60 to 65 cents a mile starting out, plus a 4-cent mileage bonus. I mean, if you're hitting 3,000 miles a week, I mean, they're advertising here 1793 a week. Well, 3,000 miles a week at 60 cents per mile, just 60 cents per mile is more than 1793, and you're really making more than that. So you just got to do the math, run the numbers, be conservative too. Be conservative. I mean, I average like 12 to 13,000 miles a month, and I know that I do because you can actually ask your home terminal, hey, what's my average monthly miles for the last 6 months? And you can get your true monthly miles, even with home time and everything. So you want to do that. Now, I'm not going to go through OTR. OTR is pretty basic. You run all 48 states, you go everywhere. You're out 3 weeks, so 21 days out, 3.5 days off. Now, if you're a runner, your dispatcher a lot of times will let you take an extra day here and there. They really don't complain about that. So if you live in Texas, look, they have the regional fleet. Here you go. So, for example, they have an Arizona-Texas region. That starts out at 58 cents to 61 cents per mile. Again, you still get the 4-cent bonus. Even if you're regional or dedicated, you still qualify for the bonus, okay? And again, you could probably make more than what they're advertising here. You really can if you run hard, because on these dedicated lanes and regional routes, you can actually stay out longer if you want to. They'll let you stay out an extra week. Like, I know that this one, Arizona to Texas, and also the Texas-California loop, this is the one I'm interested in whenever I decide to get off of OTR. I'm interested in this one, right? Texas-California loop. You average 2,600 to 2,700 miles a week, and it's 90% drop and hook. You get a reset pretty much every week. So you head out Monday, you should be back Friday or Saturday, get a reset, and restart Monday. That's what I'm planning to do when I get off of OTR, okay? And so if I'm looking at that, now my pay is going to be the top pay because I've been trucking for over 4 years now. And so I would look at that rate and I'd be like, okay, let me add in the 4-cent mileage bonus, and then I can figure out what I could expect to average weekly or monthly, whatever, okay? And so do that for the OTR. Do it for whatever division you decide to be in, flatbed, refrigerated, drive-in, doesn't matter. So that's all you got to do, guys. Just go. I'll go back here. So that's Texas, and all you got to do is scroll down and look at the different routes they have. Let's say you live in Georgia. Let's click Georgia, okay? And then, it's still the same thing. OTR, this is what it is. OTR is 100,000 between 60 and 65 cents per mile, and plus the 4-cent bonus, like I keep saying, okay? But if I click Georgia, it's the same thing. Like, you'll see it. They have the OTR division. They have the regional fleet, so Southeast region, drive-in, refrigerated, 5-day drive-in, 5-day refrigerated, chocolate dedicated, Georgia Pacific, Georgia to Texas loop, Kellogg's, okay, Pennsylvania to North Carolina. Look at all these different ones. So, like, these different dedicated fleets would not be in Texas. Well, maybe one of them would, like Georgia to Texas. I could live in Texas and do the Georgia-Texas loop, right? A lot of them, like, I plan on moving to Arizona here in the next year and a half or so. And if I were to be put on the Texas-California loop, I could live in either Texas or Arizona, because the Texas-California loop serves Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. Those are the states you're going to be running in if you're on that loop. Well, it's no different than if you do Texas to Georgia loop. If you live in any state in between that loop, you could pretty much live there and do that lane for them, okay? And so that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I wanted to make a quick video showing y'all what to do. See, if you live in California, though, I think I said at the beginning of this video, I think I said if you click on some of these states, it's not going to pop up with different tabs of different regions. Like, I just clicked California, but I know for a fact, guys, if you live out west, if you live out in California, you live out in Oregon, Washington, I know they have a regional division out there that is Western Regional. Okay, you just have to call the recruiter and ask about that. Their Western Regional division. They also have a Western OTR division, which is I 35 and west of I 35. Okay, they have that as well. Call the recruiter, get clarification on that, figure out what the home time is. Okay, home time's different for every division. Some regional divisions, you're out 2 weeks, off 2.5 days. A lot of the dedicated routes, most of those are out 5.5 days, take a reset every week. If you want to do OTR, like I said, for every 6 days you're out OTR, you get a day off for every 6 days. So instead of doing, this is what I do, I stay out 24 days versus 21, because instead of having 3.5 days off, if I just stay out an extra 3 days and hit that 24-day mark, I get 4.5 days off, because it is the half day is like when you're going home. So you deliver, that's considered a half day. Your full days start the day after you deliver coming home. Okay. And so what I do is I stay out 24 so that I get 4 full days off versus 3 full days off. And it's only an extra 3 days to earn that. But that's OTR, guys. So if you're somebody that works at Crete and you work in reefer, or you work in flatbed or whatever, or you're on a dedicated route, please leave a comment in the comment section below letting everybody know what it's like on those different lanes. If you're somebody that's interested in this company, again, call the recruiter. If you're somebody watching this video and you want to give me a referral for me showing you about Crete or telling you about Crete, and you're watching this video and you're new, my driver code is in the description below. I would appreciate it if you gave me a referral if you decide to come over to Crete. But I'm going to end with this. Crete has been a great company. I've only worked for one other trucking company prior to coming here, and I'll tell you right now, I've been here for 7 months, and I'm not going to leave Crete. I am not going to leave this job until I decide to go out on my own in the trucking business. That is my plan. This is going to be my last company driving job. Okay? It really is. It's been a great company to work for. I am on pace to hit $100,000 a year driving as a company driver hauling dry van freight. Okay? Now that being said, in order to hit this number that they're advertising, you have to run hard. You can't go home for too long. You have to hit the quarterly bonus every quarter to do that. Okay. And you have to not waste your time. You need to really average like 3,000 miles a week on average. And you can do that, especially over the road. I know for a fact you can easily do that. Like I said, my monthly miles average are 12,000 to 13,000 miles a month. And again, if you get hired on here, you can just call your home terminal and ask them, hey, what's my average monthly miles? And they're trying to get you 2,900 miles a week OTR. You can crush that. I'm telling you, you can really average more like 3,200 miles a week OTR. Now, you're not going to hit that every single week, but over the course of a month, you can average well into like, low 3,000 miles a week, like 3,200 miles a week. And if you hit that consistently and you just keep running that truck and doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to make very good money as a company driver here at Crete. So I hope you guys appreciated this video. Again, if you're new to this channel, I appreciate you for clicking on this video. My name is Tyler Freed. This is the Living Freed channel. Make sure you like the video, sub to the channel, and check out more of my other videos as well. Click on my channel page and go and look at other videos that are going to be on there. So anyway, I really appreciate each and every one of you for watching this. God bless. Thank you for watching, and peace out.